Hey, what's up? I'm Pete McCarthy of Awesemo. Super Bowl week is here as we lock in now on the Rams, on the Bengals, Super Bowl 56 coming away from Los Angeles. We're looking at some of the prop plays available on PrizePicks, where you can try to make sense of what is an overwhelming array of options on PrizePicks right now. We're going to stick with the basics and those daily fantasy type of categories that we specialize here in at Awesemo. PrizePicks, if you're not familiar, these are daily prop-based contests. If you're new to it, make sure you use promo code Awesemo when you sign up. You get yourself a $100 first match deposit bonus. You also get 1 free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum when you sign up and make a deposit at PrizePicks. You'll get an email in 24 to 48 hours, and you'll be able to redeem your free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum. You can download PrizePicks in the App Store, on Google Play, or you can simply play at prizepicks.com. To the picks, and this is an aside. I haven't been a big fan of the Bengals over the course of this run. I've been picking against them all playoffs long. I'm picking against them here. I think the Rams are at least a touchdown better than the Bengals. If you believe that Joe Burrow is going to win this Super Bowl, you're probably not going to like my picks. You might not want to back them because this is all going to be for a Rams Super Bowl win. That's the way I see this game going. So where we begin? Let's begin with Joe Burrow. I don't want to knock the guy down. I'm not going to knock the guy down. In fact, I'm going to back his passing yardage and tell you to go over on that, even though I don't think the Bengals are going to win. Why is that? Well, they're playing from behind in the second half. Dude's got to throw a lot. I think Joe Burrow is a very good quarterback, and he's going to be going back to pass quite a bit in this game. One thing you look at as well, I don't like the Bengals to win, right? So I look at how the Joe Burrow has fared in games that the Bengals have lost. There have been 6 losses for the Bengals. Joe Burrow has been over this passing yardage line of 270.5 in 4 of those 6 games. So when they lose, he's asked to pass more. The yardage goes up. Makes sense to me. The projections from Awesemo back this up as well. They project Burrow for 295 passing yards. Awesemo giving this one about a 60% chance of coming in your favor. Another option that you can look at, and I do feel comfortable with it, but I'm not going to back it in the video because I think it's more likely than not going to tie, and that's going under 2 passing touchdowns for Burrow. Now, if you look at the sports books, you're going to see that the line is really at 1.5 passing touchdowns. It's going to be a minus to go over and a plus to be under, but I think that it's indicative that you're probably not going to see a whole lot of passing touchdowns for Burrow in this game. You probably end up seeing 2, right? They'll be the most likely, so it's a little boring to hit that, but I think that's a fairly safe bet in this. But I'm going to go with the over on the passing yardage. I do think he's able to move the ball. I just don't see them getting into the end zone a whole lot. And we've seen that trend over the course of these playoffs, right? Their best player has been the rookie kicker for much of this playoff run. Maybe not their best player, but you get it. Next up, we're looking at Jamar Chase. Again, I'm not going to hate on the Bengals. I'm going over on Jamar Chase, but I'm looking at his rushing yardage here. It's just 3.5 yards. You need one play to kind of work a little bit. I think Jamar Chase might see multiple opportunities out of the backfield in this game. He does have 5 carries in the playoffs thus far. They used him more in that game against the Raiders than we've seen in either of the last 2. A couple of things to keep in mind. The Bengals have had 2 weeks to come up with some wrinkles offensively, right? You're not that worried about hits on a receiver like Jamar Chase when you got 1 game to play. You've had 2 weeks off, and he gets the next 7 months off. They also haven't been able to run the ball very well in a traditional fashion over the course of these playoffs. Joe Mixon is just a touch over 100 rushing yards in 3 games these playoffs, and the Bengals desperately need to find a way to neutralize this Rams pass rush, right? Aaron Donald, we've seen him absolutely take over games. We've seen the Bengals offensive line give up 9 sacks to the Tennessee Titans. They're much better against Kansas City Chiefs, but this front for the Rams can get after you. Von Miller, of course, on the outside as well. So how do you neutralize that? You got to have a little bit of trickery. You got to get them off balance a little bit. I think one way the Bengals could do that is using Jamar Chase out of the backfield. So I think he has multiple opportunities. This is one you probably got to hit in the first half because they're playing from behind. You're not going to see a whole lot of rushing opportunities for Jamar Chase. But I do like the over, just 3.5 yards. You need one play to work, first down kind of run, able to turn the corner. I think we get that from Jamar Chase here. And then for the Rams, I got burned on Cam Akers in the NFC Championship game. Maybe it's a shoulder injury. He was out a little bit. Sony Michel got the opportunity. I'm not going to look at the running game for the Rams because I think the way to attack this Bengals defense is through the air. I think the Rams are going to want to do that. Remember the Super Bowl a few years back? They had to send Jared Goff for 38 passing attempts. I think McVay, he's going to be happy to take advantage of having Matthew Stafford and getting things done here. I actually like Van Jefferson. Now, he's technically questionable for the game, but he's going to play. He just played in the NFC Championship game. We're looking at 2 receptions at PrizePicks. You're typically going to see 2.5 at the sports books. The projections from Awesemo have him close to 3 receptions in this game. He's been at least 2 catches in 6 of his last 8 games. So Van Jefferson has been a factor in this offense. He's going to play. So I like the over on this. You might end up getting a tie in this particular spot, but I like Van Jefferson. The projections like Van Jefferson, and I do think the Rams could be throwing the ball throughout. I don't think that this is a game where they're laying on the ball in the fourth quarter and just run. I don't think that's necessarily the Rams' DNA. So one more time, our 3 picks: Van Jefferson over 2 receptions, Jamar Chase looking for 1 rushing yard, 1 rushing play to pop off there, and then Joe Burrow over 270.5 passing yards. You can put this in a flex play and hit 2 out of 3. You get 1.25 your money back. All 3 get you 2.25 times your money, or you can throw them in a power play. And considering they all kind of link together, I like the power play. You get 5 times your money if all 3 of these come in. Go to PrizePicks.com. Use promo code Awesemo for a match up to $100. Make it happen on PrizePicks.com.